right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 99. Check 99. Least one, two. Least one, two. Run. Check 26. Alert 3. Alert 3.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Montravius Adams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
Watch tight. Tight is what? Watch tight.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He finds some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. This is Howard on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Coming to you, coming to you.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna... Lefty, lefty. Kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
And that'll set him back 5.
Keep playing hard.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Topper! Sunday!
From midfield, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now left side on the swing pass. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
52's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Green 18. Mike. Push him back. Green 18 up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers again now. He's going to loft one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Quickstone, travel. We want it. Come to my world.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Hey, Zoo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
6-6, pull it high, and kill.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 50 yards. Now Rodgers.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Switch.
On play action, it's Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
319. Inside. You better bring it. You better bring it. 319.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Box drop.
Throwing his Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, 7. Black. 82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer.
Packers 16, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the 25-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tackles.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, great.
Under 10, 10.
Pilot, 64,
Right back to Sanders on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Shorty. Big gas. Protein spill. Joker. Come on now. Let's go. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Check, 93's the mic. Here we go. Great 15. Switch up.
On first down, Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Great 57. Huge off horses.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia,